These are my top 5 home gym editions of 2022 in no particular order. At number 5, we have the Gympin D handlebar, and this is the most versatile cable attachment in my opinion. The way it works is you connect it to any cable machine, then from there you can set the D handles to your preferred width so that they fit your specific build and training goals. The name implies you should use it with D handles, which it works great with, but it also works great with other cable attachments as well. It comes in both a 20-inch and 30-inch version, and within both those sizes there's a pro version and a light version, so you can get one to fit pretty much any budget. A lot of companies are coming out with a similar product, but if you want the best of the best, I'd go with the original Gympin. I'm going to get some hate for this one, but at number 4 we have a Peloton bike. I found one for a great deal on Marketplace, and since then I've been addicted. They've been in the news a lot lately because of the underwhelming performance on the business side of things, but as a product, they're still top notch. Peloton makes doing cardio fun and addictive, and if you're like me and you're short on time and a lot of times you can't even make it into your home gym, you can get a quick workout in and a really good one using just your Peloton. And if you don't want to spend a bunch on the bike and the premium membership, you can sign up for their on-demand app, which all you need is an iOS device or an Android device, and then you can use any stationary bike to take their classes. Obviously, you don't get the full-blown experience, but it's still great either way. I highly recommend trying it out, and then if you like it from there, then maybe you'll take the jump and go all out with the bike. At number 3, I kind of cheated, and instead of picking a single multi-grip cambered bar, I just picked the multi-grip cambered bar category. I did a video on YouTube where I compared the 6 most popular multi-grip cambered bars and kind of talked about the differences with all of them. There's 3 of them in particular that I really like, and every time I use one of those 3, I have a new favorite. Each time the one I recently use is always my favorite between those 3, so if you want to find out which ones those are, go check out the full video. But in a nutshell, pretty much what all of these bars do is they give you a neutral grip so that it takes stress off of your shoulders and you can add in more volume, more pressing volume, and not beat yourself up as much as you would with the straight bar. At number 2, we have the Mars bar. The Mars bar is a different variation of a safety squat bar. It simulates a low bar back squat with how the weight is distributed, but then the pad also secures the bar to your body better than any other bar I've used. It's a little on the expensive side, but this is one of those products that once you try, you understand what all the hype is about. Before we unveil number 1, make sure you follow, subscribe, and check out the rest of the list on my website. At number 1, we have the Rep Fitness Aries attachment. This is an all-in-one cable solution that fits on your existing Rep Fitness power rack. You get a functional trainer that adjusts up and down the uprights. You get a lat pull down, low row, and a weight stack for convenience. These are my top 5 home gym purchases that I regret from 2022. Number 5 is the Titan Series Safety Squat Bar from Titan Fitness. So this bar itself isn't necessarily bad, but it's just not an improvement over their version 2 safety squat bar, which was a great budget bar. This one is more expensive and it does not improve on the original one whatsoever. It's actually a downgrade in quality, and the only really benefit here is that it's made in America, although Titan never really came out and specified if the entire bar and all the components were made in America. I have a suspicion that it's only the sleeves that are made in the US and the rest is imported, but like I said, they just never really confirmed, and with this bar being more expensive and not any better than the version 2, I don't recommend it and I regret picking it up. Number 4 is the 1211 rack offset attachment. So I don't regret purchasing these themselves because I never actually got them. So 1211 went out of business earlier this year, and then they outsourced the production of these to another company, and I wish I would have bought them from 1211 directly when they were directly producing them. Since then, I tried to buy them from the other company, and I placed the order. I went way past the lead time, kept trying to reach out to them saying, like, hey, what's the status on these? They never responded. 1211, did reach out for me and kind of give me a status update, but then, eventually I got a notification from PayPal saying that they never actually finished setting up their profile, and this is the other company. So I just got my money refunded, which was cool and all, but I never got these, and I don't even know if you're able to buy these anymore. So this one's kind of a regret, but not really, since I never really got them. They just kind of held my money for a while. At number 3, I have the Amazon Basics VersaGrip knockoff. So I have a pair of VersaGrips. They're great. I love them. But these ones here were terrible. They did not work great. The straps were way too small, and when I tried to return them, Amazon pretty much just said keep them and we'll refund you. So I regret these, and you actually can't even buy them anymore. So you don't have to worry about regretting the purchase, just like I did. At number 2, I have the Rogue Fitness grab bag bars. So I bought a couple of them this year, and I did not get anything good. They were pretty much, basic bars, and every time I sold them, I took a loss on them. So that's the only reason I regret picking these up. But I'll probably still buy them every time they come up in hopes that I get another stainless steel one like I did in 2020. My last gym purchase regret of 2022 is the Aux Yoke from Rep Fitness. So this is not a bad product. It's actually pretty good. I only regret buying it because I bought it so I could use it as a squat stand, and for that usage, I think it's a little overpriced. It works great as a yoke. I just don't use a yoke. So if you're just going to buy it for a squat stand, I'd probably recommend buying their Apollo half rack, which is what I should have done. These are my top 5 home gym additions for 2023 that I either found out about or purchased in 2022. At number 5, we have the Pep & Fast series adjustable dumbbells. These are made completely out of steel, made in Canada, and the form factor is probably something that we're going to see with adjustable dumbbells going forward. So they're kind of a mix of power blocks and Nuobells. So you do have a little bit of a confinement on your hands, but that's just the adjustment mechanism for the weights themselves. But it's not nearly as constricting as power blocks. But then you also have the Nuobell design where they have a form factor like a regular dumbbell. The only thing with these is they're a little bit pricey, but when you compare them to a full set of dumbbells, specifically a set going from 10 to 120 pounds, which these do, they're actually not that badly priced. And when you factor in the space savings, they're a great option. I really hope to pick some of these up next year. At number 4, we have the new Rogue Fitness Safety Squat Bar. So we haven't really had anything announced, but the owner of the company, Bill Henninger, said that there's going to be pretty much every specialty bar getting revamped. And we've already seen a revamp of their multi-grip cambered bars. We know the trap bars in the making, and it makes sense that the safety squat bar is not far behind. I'm doing a big comparison on all the most popular safety squat bars here in 2023, so I definitely plan on picking this up and adding it to the mix. At number 3, we have the Rep Fitness utility seat. So this utility seat was supposed to release in 2022, but they made some design changes that delayed the release. This is supposed to work with pretty much any power rack, so it's going to be adjustable in size. You can use it for a lot of different things. You're only limited by your creativity and imagination, and I'm really looking forward to picking this up next year. Number 2 is the Bulletproof Fitness Equipment Isolator. When this thing was announced, the home gym community went crazy because of everything that they advertised they've been able to do. The owner, Larry, he's been very active on social media answering questions, doing demos of this, and this thing is supposedly supposed to ship out here in January. I guess they've received them at the warehouse, so I'm really looking forward to using it. And at number 1, we have the Mutant Metal Snapback Roller. So essentially what this is it's a monolift rack attachment and roller J-cup all in one. You get the benefits of both in a very small design. These are all made by hand, so there's a pretty long lead time, and you can customize them to pretty much any color scheme. It's a really good story about the company. It's actually like a 1 or 2 man operations. So you're getting quality in every single item. The only downside is it takes a little while to get them, but I'm really looking forward to getting my set of these here in 2023. What were your favorite gym additions of the year? Let me know in the comments.